This is a Headgum podcast.
So many segments. Thank the Lord above. Thank the Lord above. But let's start all again. Next we have Arnold Schwarzenegger family tree. One-star sex toy reviewee. Feet big salesman, subway letters. Gareth trains to fight a live gorilla, yeah. Don't drop the omelette, what's that smell? Car stuck in a field or Andrew Garfield. Bathtub confessions, fight your own dad. There's so many segments. Next we have.
All right, welcome to Next We Have, a show that it has a lot of parts to it. A show that whenever a guest comes on and they haven't listened to it, they're like, what is this? And I don't really know what to say. And then when they leave, they go, oh, that was pretty good. So great episode today. We have some great guests. Then we have a confession, which is exciting. You'll hear on this, I do promote more confessions. I think it's ideal for the confessions if it is to another person. But even if you just want to tell us something and just kind of get it off your chest, I feel like that can work too. We also, we start off with Jacob Wysocki, who is hilarious, a jack of all trades, which we try to exploit. We also have, from the What's All This Then pod, Libby Watson and Charlotte McDonnell. And they are great. I was also on that podcast. I will say I noticed that they didn't post one of my clips on the grid. They've done that with other guests. And while I thought I had a great episode, it wasn't one grid time. And that's okay. They're not always going to end up on the grid. Sometimes they'll put you in the stories. Tell you what, I did one recently, and I don't bomb a lot of podcasts, and I must have bombed it so hard because not even a story. They treated it like a ghost episode. But this isn't about me and how I have a complex about who's better than me in podcasting, Hollywood, or at improvising. This is about you and me. So why don't we start off this episode of Next We Have with a great guest, truly a gentleman, a scholar. He's tall, great hair. Please enjoy Jacob Wysocki, because next we have some fun with him. All right, here we are. I don't even know if I explained to you what this podcast is.
Don't ever.
Jacob Wysocki.
Don't ever.
Well, it'll be shorter, so we're going to do some segments.
Cool.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have. You just asked me not to.
Please don't.
Okay.
I'm going to pretend like I didn't hear that.
And how it works is...
I'll tell you how it works at the end.
Great. I like that.
How about that?
That sounds good.
We'll just go through it and I'll sort of surmise what the show is.
I love that. That'd be super helpful. I mean, it'll be probably a better pitch than what the show actually is. I'll end up being like, God damn, that's actually really good.
Oh, we should probably pivot a little bit.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
For doing this. You do a lot of podcasts. I mean, you're so busy. How much of it is eaten up?
I just like, it's really important for me to have sort of a digital footprint.
Get him a cigarette.
And it's just, for me, I'm doing as many pods as I can.
There we go.
I never say no to a podcast invite, especially if it's at Headgum Studios.
That's tough to hear. That's honestly hard to hear because I was told you were a get.
When I'm in town, I'm trying to do pods. I think it's the best extension of. Hold on.
Are you?
What's going on here?
Okay, is that from you or from another?
I don't know if it's
for those listening.
Yeah, please
Jacob's
describe what's happening.
Pulling threads out of himself, and we're not talking about the Instagram.
I wasn't ready to
media.
start this.
Okay, all right, hold on.
And now we're in the middle of the pod.
All right, let's stop for a goddamn. So this
Can
show
we stop
is about,
down?
This
Kev, stop down the pod.
This podcast is all about finding string.
Okay.
All right, here we go. From the top.
That's got to be the top.
That is the top. So here's the thing, Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
We obviously know what you do, but we started to realize you do so much so well.
Oh, that's very kind.
Well, it's about to become a challenge.
Okay.
Because we want to find things that you can't do well. Because you have your
what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah. It's time to shine a bad light on your skill set.
Shit.
Now, but
I should have read the email better.
Yeah. This is why this podcast is about ego death.
Okay.
We will get you.
All right.
But I mean, there's so many things that, and I'm not even trying to kiss ass, but there's so many things you are so good at. Your parody songs are. What is your favorite one of your parody songs?
Well, first of all, thank you. I probably poutine because it's funny to just kind of without no context at all. Poutine's probably my favorite. And for those of you watching and listening, poutine is a parody song to Jolene, Dolly Parton's Jolene.
Great song.
But instead of Jolene, it's sort of dedicated to the Canadian potato snack poutine. Poutine, 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 poutine. I'm pouring hot gravy up on my fries.
Yeah, and it's also funny because Jolene is such an impassioned song about a kind of a lover's tryst.
Yeah,
and then to make it about a...
Yeah, and I wanted to take that love and point it towards potatoes,
which
for sure.
is also awesome.
But that was the first one that I was like, there's something here.
And then you also... You have there's a Frank Sinatra spoof of "Fly Me to the Moon," which is aggressive towards the moon.
Yeah, it's sort of an anti-moon anthem, I would call it.
Yeah.
Fly me to the moon and let me kick its fucking ass. Let me show the moon what I learned in jiu-jitsu class.
Do you have real issues with the moon? Are you getting anything? Like, is there any actual animus towards the moon?
I think we should
because you
blow
really
it
are
up.
trying to kill. Yeah, you want to blow the moon up.
Yeah, I think
For
it's
those.
like wada boom kaboom or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well,
I you know what? Me and the moon we're on good terms now.
did something change?
We used to date.
Oh,
We used to date like just that period when you're just out of college.
Yeah,
and
you're finding yourself.
You're finding yourself, and you meet somebody, and you're like, oh, this is actually my person.
Mm-hmm.
But you're actually just young enough where that's wrong.
Yeah,
That was sort of me and the moon.
that's so interesting. That context is very helpful.
Yeah, we're good now though. We took a long time of no contact.
So why is the song still up?
I mean,
Just because it's art?
yeah, I think the moon understands like that I needed to put that energy somewhere.
I would imagine that's how Jolene feels.
Sure.
I would imagine.
I think Jolene would be pissed. If I was Jolene and was like, fuck, can we get this off the air?
That just is.
'Cause you'd
Imagine
have to-
being her.
It'd be tough because you'd have to, I would hope, if there was a version of Jolene about me,
Mm-hmm.
that I would actually take the minute to be like, what about this is true? And what about this is not?
I just, even from the song, I have a feeling Jolene didn't do that self-reflection.
No. I'm just,
It'd be great to get her. It'd be great to find her and be like, hey,
that's a doc.
that's a doc.
That's a doc.
Finding
right there.
Jolene.
Emmy award winning, Oscar award winning.
Can you talk about the show you're working on now? Is that under wraps?
I can't talk about it.
You can't.
I cannot talk about
Well,
it.
we tell you.
I'm sorry.
We were recording the whole time.
Yeah.
All right, Jacob. Well,
I wish I could.
Do you feel there's some other person's hair on? You're lucky to have thread. I'm finding
Hair's tough.
hair's tough,
Hair's
especially
sort
on
of
a
tough.
mic, and it's got.
And you sort of
curly-
wonder how the hair got on the mic.
Absolutely.
Somebody just kind of
Yeah.
rubbing in.
She's like a cat.
Yeah.
Do you have animals?
I don't.
Okay.
I
Smart.
don't.
Smart, because you travel a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
So with no pressure, and if you want to push me to try any of these things back, you're more than welcome to.
Oh, well, shouldn't have
Oh,
said
yes.
that.
Gareth should be doing these as well.
Yeah.
Shut up, Burns.
Thank you, Burns.
So how are you at math?
Terrible.
Okay.
I'm like still sort of trying to figure out how hard this is going to be.
It's gonna be fun.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Good.
It'll be fun. I mean, it'll be, again, like, force me to fail, no problem.
Yeah, of course. Math is probably I'd say my weakest.
Okay. Well, some of these problems on here are, but there's no answers.
I have, because you've got to try them too.
Oh, okay. That is the idea. Okay. All right. So
We're just going to do some math?
Yeah. He just has, how about 874 plus 452?
Yeah, I'm out.
Do you smoke weed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not okay to do this.
Yeah.
That, honestly, that's exactly how I feel. I'm like, I'd rather die than even try that.
Just give me the numbers again.
874 plus 452.
See, the problem is I can't by the time you
I
say the
agree.
second number,
You know what?
I've forgotten the digits of the first.
Okay, when you get a verification code for your phone, do you ever try to remember it as like a memory game, or do you just copy code? Or
I'm copying the code, or it's
Or
doing.
it knows
at
it.
this point, it's doing the auto.
I know,
We're
which
doing
is
the
weird
auto
in
push.
its own right that you're like,
Well, they don't want us to think.
I know, yeah.
Apple doesn't want us thinking.
Okay, well, how about this?
Okay.
Let's try this. Do you remember the addition question that I asked you to do? That'll be the math problem. Here, say this equation back to me. 874 plus 452.
874 plus 452.
Boom, done. There you go. One down.
874452. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, okay.
It would literally maybe take me a minute and a half to 2 minutes to do that.
I really don't know if I
would have to be like,
I feel the level of, like, you know, sometimes in the night when you're thirsty and you're like, nope, and then you dream about getting water.
Mhm.
That'd be how I would handle this.
yeah.
Or I'd be like, I don't really. My brain is on strike. He refuses to try.
Yeah, she's just not pulling into the parking spot.
Good work.
You can move on to past math if.
Yeah. We're done with math.
Okay.
Let's do fucking 40 minutes of math. Let's
That's
do
what
it.
the podcast is. How are you at accents?
Some I have and some I don't.
May I run you through some and hear them?
Let's see. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, do we want a phrase? Okay. No. Well, the phrase might change based on the accent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We could, if you want a prompt,
Yeah.
go for it. Scottish.
Scottish.
Good.
I got a wee belly on him.
That's good.
Hey, the sounds of the air. The
Sorry,
sounds of the air out my butt.
The sounds of the air?
Yeah.
What are the sounds?
It's coming out my butt.
Oh, are you having a gas moment, sir?
Yes, I'm farting.
Oh, you're farting.
And of course, naturally, get in my belly.
Okay.
That's how I find it.
Yeah.
That's like the pitch there for a headache. Okay. What about, I'm worried about this following it. What about Irish?
Oh, sorry.
Very good. Now, what are you saying there, little
You
man?
can't even hurt such a teacher. Can't come inside. You know it.
Are you
You just feel a pip in a drink.
a pip and a drink?
Hey, she'll get a bit of honey on his head.
A bit of Honey Anderson?
Yes, honey on his head.
Honey Anderson, is that a
You can't even hear yourself.
carry a what?
Come inside, boy.
Side boy?
You're standing inside. Come inside to be outside.
Oh, you'd rather me come inside?
Yes, what you need.
Because we're having, what's my name?
A pip in a drink.
A pip and a drink?
Are you a pip in a drink? You're going to stay outside.
Popping in for a drink? or
Yes,
pip-
I'm telling you, a pip
I
in
would
a
love
drink.
to come in for a drink if that's the offer.
You want a pint?
I'll have a pint, yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
all right, hot or cold.
A hot coal?
Hot or cold.
Like a cold pint? I don't know.
Hot or cold.
Oh, no, you don't need to talk down to me, sir. I really- Okay, a goodbye to you.
Shorshin.
Great. Shorshin to you, sir. Have a shorshin?
Hey, Shorshin.
And a shorshin to you. All right, what about German?
Sure. Sure. When are these going to get hard?
There's a couple at the end I think you'll
Okay.
pass on.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. German. It's very interesting to have such a large cock.
I think we're good. No need to push that one. It's like I was in the room with one. You know, they really are we have a huge cock nation.
They're like really
Leave us
about...
alone.
Yeah.
What are you doing with your small
Why
cock?
are you trying to bother us?
Let us figure it
We're
out.
just hanging out in
Yes,
the nude.
trust us. Russian. That's good enough.
Are the men's in the rocket? Do the rocket have men?
Did the rock?
Do the rocket have men?
Yeah, did
I
have
have a lot of Russian neighbors.
Okay.
And there was recently a SpaceX launch,
Yeah.
and my Russian neighbor was out there smoking a hand rolled ciggy.
They're hanging in. The Russians are hanging in there on cigarettes.
Oh my god!
They're like. I think they're like there's still no connection.
Yeah, they're like it keeps you warm.
It keeps you better.
You have to be warm. But he was out smoking, and I was like watching the thing, and I was like, "Hey, look at this in the sky." And we watched it together, and he just went, "Are there men in the rocket?"
You're like, wow.
I was like, "No, this is an unmanned rocket." No man. Okay,
Throw chimp in there. Make it fun.
why not?
When we have no men, we do squirrels. I mean, I've watched a lot of documentaries on Chernobyl.
Okay,
Yeah, and that's the end of my story.
you didn't learn enough the first time.
Oh no! I mean, the thing that I
How
find-
bad was it?
the thing that I just love to watch chemical burns. Makes me feel good. The thing that I can never get over is the people in the town who are like, "Wow," the whole time, and you're like, "Why?
Get out.
Run!"
You got to get out.
I just can't imagine not.
What is the name of that sludge thing at the core of Chernobyl? The Elephant Man? Is that what it's called?
Oh, I don't even know that.
There's like Jamie, can you look that up?
Jamie, is there any way to?
Jamie, pull that up.
If we start calling Kevin Jamie, this show will end.
Look, I have to admit, I think that I'm just gonna every podcast from here on out. I'm just if I need help, it's just
The
gonna
best,
be Jamie.
absolute. What a power move,
Jamie, can you look that up?
Jamie. Is there any way to bring?
I
that
think
up?
it's called the Elephant Man. So there's
Elephant foot.
the elephant.
I want to
foot.
show. Here,
Thank you, Jamie. And this is where he tells you that it was all AI. And you're like, nah, I still believe it. Actually, I choose to believe that elephant foot existed. What was elephant
But
foot?
apparently, there's like a concentration of the nuclear mass.
Yes.
And it's like there was like 2 people who went in to go like check it out. and
There were
they
3.
photographed
There were
it.
like 3 that knew they were going to go die.
But it's exactly that. It was like truly a it
And
was
then
a
they-
death mission because
yeah.
they just melted.
And then they came out and they were like, have vodka. Like
Yeah.
literally, they're like, there you go. And the guys are like, I'm good.
I'm cooked.
I'm kind of, yeah. Literally
Actually
got-
never been more drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Okay.
That's the photo.
Anyways, I guess you didn't watch enough docs.
No, I'll get back into it. I never, Jamie, put that in the records. What about juggling?
No.
Is that a
No,
pass
you
on
found-
even trying?
What do you got?
Fake apples.
Fake apples?
Well,
I'll
can you
try- I'll
start
give it
with
a go.
start with 1? Let's see 1. Great. That's great. All right. First of all, technically a juggle. There you go.
That's probably as good as it'll
I think that's pretty good. Wow. Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Where
What
did
else
you
are there podcasts for?
Where did you go to university?
University?
Yeah, college.
I went to El Camino Community College and I dropped out.
And what did you study there?
English.
Interesting.
I
You're
was
very
an
good at
English-
it.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's very good.
Thank you.
When you dropped out, why did you drop out? You were just like you wanted to just pursue something.
I actually got a job.
Oh,
I
what'd
got
you get?
a job. I booked a role on a TV show for ABC Family called Huge, which was about a bunch of kids at a weight loss camp, like a sleepaway camp,
Oh,
with Nikki Blonsky and David Hasselhoff's daughter, Haley
Wow.
Hasselhoff.
what a great! And it was to series.
It was to series.
Oh.
I auditioned for a part. They liked me enough. Didn't get that part. They like wrote a part for me in. I did
Ugh.
10 episodes. It was my first job like in the industry. Pretty cool. It was pretty amazing.
That's
it was
awesome.
like absolutely unreal.
So
And it
great
was,
to drop out for that.
It was just like I tried to stay in college, I think the first week,
Right.
because I like was not I just didn't realize like, oh, a TV show you work like 14-hour days.
Yeah.
And then you like show up and do that again for a week, and then you do that for months.
Yep.
Did not know that. And so I like remember like trying to like study for math and then like learn my lines.
Math, huh?
Yeah.
It's showing
Well-
up today that you dropped.
Yeah, dude. I never got past algebra 2. Just
No.
could never make it.
Well, you know, we went to Emerson College,
Oh,
which is
cool.
kindergarten college.
Yeah.
And
You could,
What-
there's like some great people that came out.
it
of
was
there, yeah.
great as far as like the everything
Mm-hmm.
entertainment based, but every other class was so you were like, what? Why
Fake math.
stop?
Class. Yeah.
Not even. They were like, you get a math waiver, and I was like, oh wow, they really think I'm
Mhm.
awesome. And then you were like, oh, there's actually no math program. And then
They
I remember
have to have a waiver.
but they framed it like it was kind of Trumpian, like where
Okay.
they're like, you get a waiver.
I believe at Emerson we had to have 2 years of math completed in high school.
Yeah.
And that was
Okay.
it. That was the
Yeah.
requirement.
Great.
But then my sophomore year, I was giving an in-class report on weather,
Uh-huh.
on tornadoes, and I was like, "Is this a college?" I was like, "Is this really? What am I?" I was like, genuinely like, hot
That
air.
does feel. It feels a
Crazy.
little before college. The
It's-
tornado report
without question.
feels like maybe an 8th grade.
The whole time I was doing it, I was like, "This can't.
yeah.
Like, someone's gonna call me out for
Mhm.
this." And the guy was like, "That
But
was
then,
awesome."
like when you're doing like the film class, you're like, oh, this is real.
Yes.
Right. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Right. Yeah. And then, or like acting or whatever, you'd
Mhm.
be like, "This is helpful," and then you'd go to like your weather class.
Yeah.
You'd be like, "So crazy." So there's an eye in the storm. Shocking.
I'm surprised they weren't like teaching you how to chase the storms.
That would be
You know, apply film to everything. Emerson.
It's just Twister over and over again. Watch again. Now that cow, he's not going to survive that.
Would you do that? Could you do that in real life? We're gonna learn.
Yeah.
We're gonna figure it out.
Okay, let's do. Why don't we go to the lightning round? What do you
Sure.
think? Okay, this is a lightning round. Again, if you're mad at any of the, it's all his fault, and don't be afraid to.
You'll never know if I'm mad.
You hear that, Jamie? How about a fake? It doesn't need to be a real cry, but the act of a cry. Could you do a fake cry?
Yeah. Yeah, I can. It's just been kind of a tough day.
What's going on?
Uh,
You okay?
no. This German dude showed me his cock.
What? Had to be huge. Was it big? Are you okay? Jacob. What?
I gotta go.
Oh, no, stay. No. Great. How about I
didn't fully get there. I'm going to note myself. I didn't fully get there. Good stuff.
But
we dropped somewhere. We found something, but we didn't get there.
But in Hollywood,
yeah. Well, in Hollywood, they give you a fucking.
They provide.
They give you the menthol.
Yeah, they provide.
They don't tell you this. They tell you this. They know about this. They just blow shit in your eyes.
You know,
it makes it look good.
Yep.
You're being lied to. They're all being lied to.
Okay. Jamie. Have you ever shot anything where you had to do fake drugs?
Yeah.
Have you snorting?
Yeah, I've snorted. What is it? Powdered milk.
Yeah,
it's powdered milk.
I did something with Rory Scovel years ago, and they set up these lines, and we were like, all right, and
it's awful,
dude. It was great. We were all like, oh my god.
I've also heard that they use vitamin B12. They'll do vitamin powder.
That sounds like something Bert Kreischer's doing.
Yeah,
snorting lines of B12. But it's like it hurts. It hurts so much.
No, it's not pleasant.
And there's nobody prepped us. So we were both like, Jesus Christ, give me regular Coke.
I'd argue that real things kind
Way
of
better.
easier. It's easier.
Way better.
It's easier to.
I
not that you should.
No.
Hey.
Chasing your own mic.
Whoa, careful now.
No, hold on. That's treating a podcast like a reporter putting a mic in your face at all times.
Well, I don't know about that. Hold on, come back.
Now, I'm not even going to get on that right now.
Get out of my face. I'm going to work.
These Germans and their Chernobyl cock. Okay, let's, how about an impromptu wedding speech? I can give you some details if you want. If not, you
who's
can just
getting
go.
married?
Why don't we say that Jamie is marrying Jamie?
Great.
The two Jamies.
Yeah. What a beautiful day. Wow. It's so special to look out in front of a crowd and see so many people who are influential in your life from today and from way back when. It's so rare that this many loved ones get to be in the same spot and celebrate the love and joy of Jamie and Jamie. When I first met Jamie, we were just two kids riding bikes in the cul-de-sac, slapping sacks and staying up all night drinking Mountain Dew.
What just happened?
And I'll never forget the day that Jamie met Jamie. We were playing softball, the sun was setting, and he smacked the ball so hard it went into a yard, and it was actually Jamie's parents at the time yard.
There's so many questions I want to interject.
And that's where they met. And then, Jamie and I didn't really talk for a couple of years as that relationship got established. He kind of, I don't know, kind of put the hose before the bros. And I was just waiting in the shadows, and I knew things were going to get rough at some point, and he was going to need a bro. And so I was there, and I was there on their first breakup.
Oh.
I'll never forget how great it was having my good friend back. And that only lasted so long because we all know that Jamie and Jamie are soulmates at the end of the day. Here's to you guys.
Hey, the slapping sacks and Mountain Dew thing, that's the only...
That's the only thing?
No, I guess not. Good point. Way to go. Way to go. There's a lot of red flags.
Not to the fact that at one point Jamie's parents had an impermanence to them.
Yes, that is almost like the yard was, but if you really listen closely, his parents, the yard remained.
Yeah.
But the parents didn't. All right, let's do one more.
Okay.
Now, do you think you can, I don't even know how to phrase, are you good at catching a grape in your mouth from across the room?
Oh, I'm feeling 50-50 on that.
How do you feel about?
It's a lot of it has to deal with the tosser.
I agree completely.
Yeah.
Which, if you say with a British accent, has a totally.
Who's your tosser?
That's great.
Who's your tosser?
Who's your
That's
tosser?
great. I need to know you.
How do you feel about Burns running out of the room when the word grape was said?
Well, immediately it's a guy who forgot to get the grapes.
Yeah, I agree.
Now I feel less confident seated.
I think, Jesus Christ, what a bad start.
And that's a grape spill. 4K zoom. You're going to punch in on post on that. You're going to punch in 4K. That's a clip.
I mean, I really thought.
You get Wysocki. You know why I'm doing all the pods? Because you get fucking clips, dude. That's why you have Wysocki on the pod. You're getting clips.
You talking about Wysocki? You'll get 2 to 4 clips out of that guy. No problem.
Jacob Clipsocki. Guaranteed 2 to 4 clips.
He's worth 2 to. And that's your agent.
Yeah,
he'll give you 2 to 4, guaranteed.
I guarantee.
He does 50 grand, 2 to 4 clips. All right, I guess it's me doing it. All right, here we go. Oh, so close. There you go. That counts. That was a bad toss. Absolutely. You know, that's always the conversation.
Cotton candy grapes.
You always have that conversation when you do something like this. You're like, low. That was too low. It's like, we know. Terrible. There we go.
Hey,
all right, there we go. Great.
Good stuff.
Yeah, great.
Good stuff.
All right. Well, Jacob, that's the end of the first segment.
I feel okay.
You did
I feel
great.
like I pulled some of that out.
You did great.
It's just not for me.
You know, I think. How would you feel this as your sort of life is? Commit to it. Go for it.
Try.
Yeah, try.
Give it a go.
I feel like that's a very good way of.
You never know
living.
how much fun you might have.
That's a great way to put it.
Come on.
Hey, by the way, that's a clip. That's a goddamn clip. Thank you, Clipsocki, for being here.
Of course.
Thank you, Jake. Appreciate it.
What a treat.
And we are brought to you by Incogni. Look, you know what it's like. The internet is a disgusting jungle. There's vipers everywhere, even if they don't listen to the jungle, because every year data breaches reach record highs. They have jumped over 200% in the last year. I'm not a big math guy, but that's way too much. So that means your personal information, your phone number, your home address, family details, social security numbers, all that can just be floating around online. And once it's out there, it's going to fuel more scams, more spams, more calls, more jams that you're in, like identity theft. You name it, whatever it is. The data brokers, they're collecting your information. They're selling it without your knowledge. Look, even as I'm saying this, you're probably like, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. Well, that's where Incogni comes in. So Incogni automatically finds the places where your data is exposed, and it forces hundreds of data brokers to remove it. And if something pops back up, they go after it again. They're going to harass the harassers. And they've not okayed me saying that. But look, they won't answer my calls. I call them 100 times a day. Anyway, with Incogni, you can reduce your risk of scams. You can protect your privacy online, offline, take back the control of your personal data. You can go with a standard. You can go with an unlimited. You can get a family plan. Whatever it is, you can finally stop worrying about your compromised information. Take back your personal data with Incogni. Use code NEXT at the link right below and get 60% off annual plans. Go to www.incogni.com/next. What a charmer. Not a lot of people know this. He and I are now living together after that segment. We moved in together. We got a place, and we're loving it. Now we have, even though the show's called Next We Have. We have Libby and Charlotte from the What's All This Then pod. This is the second installment of the Most British, a round robin. This is going to be a nice finish because we set up the first part of this where there was a winner in the first bracket. But in this one, you get to hear the second bracket and the head-to-head finale. So if you haven't listened to their first segment, go back to episode 10 and listen to that one. You'll love it, but that'll be very helpful. Even if you haven't heard it, this one will stand on its own. So next we have, What's the Most British? All right, and here we go. We have Libby and Charlotte back from the What's All This Then pod, and
Hello.
This is hello.
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 I was just saying hello normal.
Hello. Oh, I'm Charlotte and I'm British. Hello.
I just want to point out, Charlotte, that's Libby doing that. I would never.
Libby's allowed to do that.
I was going to say we're not there. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. You know. Let me explain as a man why I think I should be allowed to do. No. Well, we are back to. People have been waiting to find out where we are. Charlotte, that mug is designed very interestingly. It's quite.
You want to talk about my mug?
Yeah,
It's got
a good length to it.
That's giving IKEA to me. Is this an IKEA mug?
This was a gift, actually. It came with a little strainer so you can put loose leaf tea in it with a little lid as well.
You're still doing
But to
tea.
me, this is...
Oh, she's on tea.
And apologies to people just listening to the audio of this who
it's
can't
fine.
see the mug.
No, they.
I'm big on big mug, tall, right? So small opening at the top, therefore less heat leaving, because, you know, some people like the big mug that's all like a big bowl.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Lots of heat going to escape from that. Your tea's going to get cold quick.
The science.
So,
this is true. There's nobody better to be weighing in on a round robin of the most British than someone who has a scientific tea answer. Dare I call it scientific? Should have done better, and I'm going to punch up the laughs in post. I don't care how that went in the room. That's
Just give me some
great.
clean
We're gonna
laughs.
isolate. Yeah. Charlotte, can we just get one clean for you, and then we'll use that in post? Okay, thanks.
Pretty
All
good.
Right, so, all right. Libby, we'll just double yours a bunch. Okay, so we are here to cap off the round robin. From the first segment, Bill Shakespeare cracked through. It just nobody saw that happen. What a Cinderella story.
Sure.
Or what a
Crazy.
Romeo and Juliet play.
Yeah.
But he got through. And now we're gonna do. This next round is not gonna be people. This is going to be things, British things. So Shakespeare will be facing off in the finals against something.
A thing, okay.
Burns, should we just jump into it?
Let's jump in. Let's start
Okay.
with the 3 seed versus the 6 seed.
Can we also talk about when I brought up your mug, how Kevin repositioned the clock to almost say to me, hey, shut up.
You stupid fuck. No one cares about the mug.
Hey, I don't think you went that far. I really,
sorry, no.
Libby, I feel like you really. Hey, shithead, this show sucks. Here's the clock again.
That's just how Kevin talks to me. So I assume
About
that's
this?
about anything.
As long as it's everything. Okay, so go ahead, Burns. What do we have?
3 seed versus the 6 seed.
Okay.
The Magna Carta
Ooh.
versus fish and chips.
Oh.
Come on. You can't eat the Magna Carta.
You can't eat the fucking You can put as much tartar sauce as you like on there. They won't let you eat it.
What if we came up with the Magna Tartar? Would that be helpful in this situation?
Whoa.
Maybe that could be a place where they serve fish and chips.
Yeah. And they have the Magna Tartar sauce.
The Magna Tartar sauce.
Charlotte, write that down for when we have a brick and mortar concept restaurant.
In 2 years, I'm like, wait, what? There's a line around the block. The Magna Tartar.
And the sauce is very expensive.
We go fish and chips right away, no questions asked.
Easy.
Yeah, like obviously Magna Carta, like inventing democracy, whatever, blah blah blah.
Way to go.
Not even really. It was like mostly about like I don't know how many pigs you could have or something. I think. Or how many pigs the king could take from another guy who was also very rich. So fuck it, yeah, fish and chips. Oh, I fucking love fish and chips.
Real good.
Yeah. We've been on a little bit of a quest to find good ones in LA.
Oh God, I don't even have a recommendation.
No.
I have pretty terrible tastes in general. I know you're not asking me, but
No, I kind of.
I want to know.
Yeah.
I really have no clue. I will say when I was a kid and I used to go to England for the summers, I would come back. I would literally put on like 15 pounds of fish and chip weight when I'd come back. Like
It's
people
not
be like,
good
"Are you
for
doing
you.
it?" No, it's not.
Yeah.
But it
is tasty.
and vinegar, lots
So
of vinegar. Are we
tasty.
doing?
Lots of
Yeah.
vinegar.
Oh, yeah. Lots of vinegar,
Don't
lots
even
of
need the
salt.
tartar sauce when you got lots of vinegar.
Don't even need the fish, honestly.
Yeah, just give me some vinegar.
just give me a bowl of vinegar. I'm happy.
Give me a bowl of vinegar and some warm bath water.
There we go. Just me as a kid.
Yeah.
Mommy, I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm in my warm vinegar bath and I'm having a lovely time.
Covered in my aunt's leg hair shavings while I'm drinking vinegar. I'm a man. Someday I'll explain everything to everyone. Sit down, boy. All right, fish and chips
Fish and
advanced.
chips, easy
No
peasy.
question asked. All
Yes.
right. Sorry, Magna Carta.
All right.
You ain't shit.
Let's do the 4 seed versus the 5 seed.
Okay.
The pub versus snogging.
Ooh.
Now, I will say I added snugging into it because it just felt like when I was a teenager, snugging was everything.
Yes.
When I was a teenager, it was
mhm.
getting off with,
Yeah, getting off
having
with
a
someone.
snog.
Yeah, she got off with Dave. Did you hear? She got off with Dave.
She got off with Dave. They've had a snog at the bush after the club.
Mhm.
Snogging for those Yankees. How would you describe what a snog is?
Bad kissing.
Yeah,
Bad kissing.
I think that's
She
pretty
might- she
accurate,
might be
right?
Yeah,
I mean,
she might be right. Yeah,
do you agree?
yeah, that's basically right.
I mean,
yeah.
it's the first.
it's the teenager's word for kissing.
And I do feel
Yes.
like, as someone who kissed in America, and the British one was it was a more passionate, sort of chewy kiss, if I may.
Mm.
Okay, Libby's been sick. Charlotte, thoughts?
The snog, the
Yeah.
mouth is more open when you're snogging.
Yeah,
I
it's,
believe.
Yeah.
it does conjure
think.
a tongue just escaping a mouth a little bit, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Ugh, yeah,
It was a lot,
yeah, not good.
which is why it does sound like something an animal would do.
Snogging,
snog,
yeah,
snogging.
yes, the squirrel snogs its
Yes,
prey.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing: is snogging, like obviously, like we just said, sounds a bit disgusting. Can be good. The pub, on average, I think is pretty bad. The average
Really?
pub is pretty bad.
Interesting. Charlotte, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't think you're wrong, Libby. I think the
Oh, she
idea
thinks I'm
of
so
the pub,
wrong.
like the sort of quintessential British pub,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's
Mhm.
good.
Mm.
But are we doing a real pub or the idea of
Are we
a
doing
good pub?
Weatherspoons? Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
ask that we do not do Weatherspoons
Okay.
because to me that is not a pub.
That's
That-
something else. Yeah.
That,
Wow.
For anyone who doesn't know, Witherspoon, like the pub is, very classic. It's its
Yeah.
own sort of
Mhm.
independent-ish place, and then Weatherspoons came along and kind of Applebee or
Yes,
TGI Friday
yes.
the pub experience. And it's difficult to watch people I love in England be like, "Well, Weatherspoons has got a lot," It's
Yeah.
it's horrible. So I would
To watch
say
them settle for Weatherspoons.
yes.
Yeah.
I would
yeah.
say not Weatherspoon. I
Not
would say your
Weatherspoons.
good version of the pub, but maybe that doesn't exist. I don't know.
No, it does. Okay. I think it may be the pub. I think it may be the pub.
I think I want to say pub.
Yeah.
Really?
Let's go
This
pub.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
And actually, to be fair, you probably couldn't have the snog without the pub to some extent.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, a lot of the time, if a snog is happening, the pub has been involved.
Yes.
You know?
Whereas the
Mhm.
snog would
Yeah.
like a snog in the daylight seems strange on the street.
A snog without a pub is like fish and chips without vinegar. You know?
And by the way, that'll be in a lot of Airbnbs pretty soon, hanging up on the wall. Okay, so the pub has advanced.
Yeah.
The pub has advanced, beaten the snug.
Oh, all right. Well, let's move on to 2 versus 7.
Okay.
7 seed is the BBC.
Mm.
2 seed is footy and hooliganism.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So football and hooliganism versus the BBC.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, this is another
this
one.
is difficult.
Yeah.
This is another one where I have to express the correct opinion, which is that the BBC is a fucking Tory scumbag. BBC News,
Yeah.
fucking Tory News, more like. No, fuck off, BBC.
But they did make Doctor Who.
But they did make Doctor Who, and
They
it's a
did make
really good
Doctor Who,
idea.
though.
Public broadcasting is really good, and we're all kind of quite proud of it.
Well, maybe we should look at the BBC in totality
You sure, the
versus
whole
where
history
it's
of
sort
the
of
Beeb.
gone, because obviously now it has become a real
Yeah.
shit
I've already
show.
forgotten what the other one is.
It's the BBC
Uh-huh.
and footy
Footy.
/
Oh,
hooliganism.
Easy, layup for the BBC. Obviously BBC. We don't like the hooligans. They're loud on the train.
Mm.
Yeah.
But
not-
the
not a
footy's
huge fan of
involved
the
in it
hooligans.
too, though.
Fuck it. Oh,
Okay. All right. I just wanted to play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
You know, I was such a casual fan of football. I would just watch England at the World Cup and go, yay. But
Oh, that is
otherwise, I would
nice.
just kind of pretend that I supported Chelsea just to fit in with my friends, and that was
Yeah.
kind of it. Yeah, I think it's probably not going to be football for me. And it's like, I think, I want to separate BBC News off into its own
Sure.
thing,
Yeah.
and then just be like, it's really nice to watch TV and never see an ad.
Yep.
Uh,
Fuck, I miss that so much. That was so
It
nice.
was crazy.
Imagine if PBS was like the main one to an extent where like it's sort of almost difficult for other things to exist because it's
It
the
would
main one.
Be like if HBO was PBS, kind of.
That is exactly right.
And it really
it's HBO PBS.
And it really has, like, I'm obsessed with Adam Curtis. Do you ever watch Adam Curtis?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Top
always like, how
I know.
The fact that they keep letting him just go into the archives and just unearth all this footage. But you're right. I mean, as of late, the fucking
Tory
news,
scum.
Unreal.
Unreal. Tory.
It is a real shame too.
Yeah.
But okay, so BBC is moving on.
Yep.
We'll
Goodbye,
bring
you.
forward BBC
Love that.
Okay, good. Goodbye, you hooligans.
with a warning.
Yeah, with yes, with a little bit of a There's a parenthetical following it.
Can be revoked
An
at any
asterisk.
time. Yeah.
So you're on thin ice, BBC.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the 1 seed versus the 8 seed.
Okay.
T is the 1 seed
Oh boy, Charlotte. I
versus
know where you're going.
beans on toast.
Ooh, beans on toast is controversial though to people.
It's controversial in the United States. They think it's gross.
For people who eat like
I know.
such shit. I mean,
Jimmy Dean
snogging sounds
sausages,
like
yeah.
Americans eating, to be fair. Charlotte, I'm guessing tea, no brainer for you. I mean, you just walked through a little bit of the.
I couldn't start the podcast recording today until I had made my cup of tea.
Yeah.
We're on my 3rd cup of tea of today right now.
It's early.
I like beans on toast.
Yeah,
I
beans
do.
on toast is good, but
I'm happy
it's
to,
tea.
You're
I'm
open?
happy to flay the flank for beans on toast for sure. But it's got to be tea.
It's
gotta
gotta be tea.
It's got to be fucking
How
tea.
How do you take your tea?
You got to start asking me these questions
'Cause
because I
it's
know
just gonna-
we're on a time
We're at
crunch,
11
and
11 minutes,
I
50
could
seconds.
talk to you for like hours.
Is it-
the
is
abridged
sugar,
version I
milk?
gave you of my mug?
Milk, sugar?
just with milk.
Just milk.
No milk, no sugar. Let's just leave it on that.
Okay. All right. Wow.
There's no need to go into it any further.
Okay. I'm very sorry. When I was a boy, I could only drink the tea left over by my
From your
aunt in the
aunt,
mug.
yeah.
It was really. I didn't realize you could get your own.
Yeah.
older.
Making tea with Auntie's bath water. That's what we did. Oh, sorry, we've run out of tap water. We'll have to get some from Auntie's bath.
I call it the auntie.
The Auntie, innit? We have fun.
Beans on. We sure do. And you're having fun when someone says it. Beans on toast.
Oh,
thoughts?
this is such a good time.
Beans on toast is great. I love it, but I would never, ever in a million years say that it was better than tea.
To Americans who find beans on toast, where you just literally have toast and you cook like Heinz baked beans or
Heinz baked
something like
beans,
that, and you
yeah.
put it on toast. Do you want to make a case just for them quickly as to why it is not a culinary insult?
I mean, look, would I more regularly have beans with toast? Sure.
Yeah.
I'm not like wedded to the idea of pouring the wet beans on the toast, but toast is good, butter is good, beans is good.
Yeah.
Beans is good. The sauce is delicious, and they're not like American baked beans, which are always
No.
like really sweet and
Yeah, we're
barbecue-y.
thinking Bush's baked beans, which are like kind of have a barbecue-y hint.
Disgusting.
Agreed.
Actually,
Mhm.
Agreed.
I'm actually really feeling sick thinking about them right now.
Agreed. Well, please don't think about them any further.
I shan't.
because
I shan't.
we
I'll think
don't.
about Auntie's bathwater instead
Thank
and feel
you.
better.
Find it's like a warm blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Literally.
Lukewarm. Charlotte, beans on toast.
I think you've got to remember that beans on toast is the I can't be bothered to figure out what I'm going to have
That's
what I
for
was
dinner
gonna
kind of
say.
meal.
Yeah.
It's not like we're like,
Yes.
ooh, everyone sit down at the table. We've got a lovely meal of beans on toast. It's just a thing to make real quick. It's nice.
I think
And
that's
easy.
the thing.
It's
You
sort
don't have
of
to think
the-
about it. That's all it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's the British peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah,
know?
it's
Yeah.
kind of a ramen-y, like just get it
Mhm.
done quickly, cheaply.
Exactly.
And it is
yeah.
delicious.
And
I will
it's
say that.
fucking good.
But it doesn't matter. Beans on toast, you've lost to tea,
Yep.
obviously.
Mhm.
Good
Consigned
Lord.
to the
Who do
bin
you
of
think you
history.
are? Get out of here.
What was the 8 seed versus the 1 seed?
I think we're all saying the same thing. Fuck you. Okay, so what's next?
All right, well, let's stick with T. The number 1 seed moving on to face off against the number 4 seed, the pub.
Oh, so it's TV Pub.
TV pub.
Ooh,
Ooh.
TV pub. I'm not talking about the thing that shows the footy down at the old Crown and Vic. You know.
I mean, I've been trying to think of a way to come up with like a pub name generator. Like, how people do like your porn name is your
Yeah,
first street or whatever. I really have become obsessed with just pub pub signs,
They're
pub
really
names.
good. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the Frog and Sherbet.
The frog.
You're just like,
Mhm.
that's fine.
The frog and sherbet. Yeah. Well.
The Thumb and Raccoon. Mine aren't good. I haven't come up with it. I should point that out.
You're right that like something like maybe first pet plus
Yes.
part of body. You know?
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
The dog and penis.
The dog and penis.
We're gonna go
Dog
down
and
the dog and penis.
I met my wife at the dog and penis. And
Well, I'm
she's
off to the
lovely.
cat and cock.
Yeah.
All right. So it's TV Pub.
TV pub.
Oh, we gotta pick.
Thoughts?
It's still tea.
It's still
Yeah.
tea.
Sorry.
It's still tea.
Tea's the
'cause
goat.
You might get hurt at the pub.
Yeah,
The
right.
pub is a place where you could get attacked or have to talk to a smelly old man.
Well, we're just trying to have a conversation.
Sorry.
We're people too.
Didn't
I mean,
wanna-
we're not.
I didn't want to bring all the women trauma
We're-
to hear about how scary it is to go outside.
It's got a nice froth to it. That's me at the pub.
Yeah, see, that's fine. That's nice.
Yeah, but I smell. Remember, real
Oh,
bad.
you do smell. Oh,
All
no.
right. Well, I'm in the bad bath.
Yeah, yeah. Tea.
So tea, no question.
Tea, no question.
Tea, no question.
It's tea.
Tea, no question.
Yeah.
Tea, no
I'm
question.
sorry, pub.
Sorry, pub.
It's tea.
Well,
6 and 7. Fish and chips versus the BBC.
Oh. I am a greedy little pig is the thing. And I do
Just hungry, right?
Yeah, I'm hungry, and I'm hungry for fish and chips specifically. In fact, we've done a like time of recording one whole episode about me trying to find fish and chips in LA and going to fish and chips places and having
you've
a
had bad
time.
experience.
And
Yeah.
they've been okay. They've been okay.
It's tough.
Not good enough.
Not good
Yeah,
enough.
no.
Not good enough.
No, I think you'll find. Unfortunately, my guess is that's going to be the way. They just have such a science there.
They really do. I don't know what it is. I'd love to read some journalism about this because
Oh, I'll send you a bunch of stuff.
Oh, thank you so much.
I've been writing about it for years, and people will not read what I'm writing.
No, they don't want to read anymore. They
Disgusting.
only want to watch telly and video and stuff.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah. What was it? Fish and chips and the fucking other thing, the BBC.
Yes.
Oof, that's tough. I'm gonna.
Every time you forget the one it's verse, I get panicked because I'm like, I don't remember.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you threaded the needle there.
You're just unconsciously mirroring me. Oh,
Yeah.
if she doesn't remember. I don't remember.
Who cares?
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
whose show is this? Okay, so it sounds like you're leaning. Charlotte,
I think
thoughts?
the right thing
Feels
is to
like-
say the BBC though.
Well, don't do the right thing.
Oh.
This is a fun place.
Oh, right. I just remembered none of this fucking matters.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Sorry. Right.
It is
Just
sort
go
of
on
like-
instinct.
yeah.
Mm.
What would you say, Charlotte? Where are you leaning?
I don't even like that. I don't even like fish and chips all that much, but I still
Wow.
think it wins.
Really?
That's where I'm
Ooh,
at.
Okay.
Libby?
Okay. Well. Okay. If she's.
It's not an answer. You just said okay 8 times.
Fish and
Got to
chips.
do what Charlotte says, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well,
So
okay,
fish and
Charlotte, you
chips.
took it in a controversial direction. So we're gonna go
We're going fish and chips.
fish and chips
Fish and chips.
advancing.
Yes.
All right.
Goodbye, BBC, you Tory drivel.
That's right. That's
You've
why.
made the
Mhm.
country stupid, and now the NHS is leaving. Go ahead, Burns.
All right, well, this is to face off against Bill Shakespeare.
Who's just, by the way, been getting healthy the whole time with all this time off. Just stretching his hammies,
Yeah.
ready to go. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Growing that hair out a little bit more, fully
He's-
Michael Boltoning.
He's signing like sponsorship deals.
Yeah,
and
right now.
stuff,
Yeah,
you know?
Reebok. He's like, yes, I shall.
I'll do an ad for Bitcoin. Yeah, why not?
Shake coin. Yeah. As he's vaping. My God. What have we done?
What have we wrought?
Well, for that honor, we've got tea versus fish and chips.
Oh, fucking A. That is crazy.
Another great matchup.
Yeah,
And well
that
done
feels-
us.
Mhm.
Now, I agree. I
Well done,
really do.
us.
I think
Yeah.
those two being in a matchup after all this is how it
Yeah,
should
yeah,
be.
Yes.
yeah.
Agreed.
I mean, I think it's tea, isn't it, Charlotte?
Yeah,
It's
it
tea.
is. It is tea.
Tea's maybe
Tea
the
is
the
just-
best thing.
Feels like every
It
tea
is
is a bit of
tea.
a blowout. It feels like tea's really blowing every matchup out of the wall.
You know, it's
Yeah.
like asking us, oh, what do you like better, fucking Parks and Rec or having bones in your body? You know, it's like I need those. I need tea to live. So I'm gonna go bones.
Until Bones was the matchup, I was like, where are we headed? But, okay, Bones. Yes, absolutely. In my head, the first part of the Parks and Rec setup was the bones, and I was like, Parks and Rec, is that important to you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Bones.
Yeah, Bones.
Personally.
All right,
I'll go
so
with Bones.
T. So now we're down
Yep.
to the final matchup: T versus Shakespeare.
Mm-hmm.
Two things enter.
Yeah.
Only one can leave. Who's it
Ooh.
going to be?
I mean, I know what Charlotte's gonna say.
Obviously.
I know what
Yeah.
Charlotte's gonna say. She doesn't even like Shakespeare.
Yeah.
She doesn't even think it's any good.
So,
Uh-huh.
is there any point? Are you going to lobby any sort of case against it?
I can't because
Stand
I
up
need
for
my
yourself, Libby.
bones.
Yeah, for God's sake.
No, I need my bones.
Use your bones.
No.
Stand up. Use the femur.
I think Shakespeare is really, really, really good, and I think it's good to go and see it. I
Mhm.
think if you go, even if you've read Shakespeare at school, and then you're like, "What the fuck is all this? This is bollocks." Read the Wikipedia page, and then go to a Shakespeare play. It's fun. It's nice.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Would you be able, before you podcast, do you ever have to read a little Shakespeare
What, to like remember how to talk?
to just like get yourself in line, ready to
Mm.
do it?
Maybe the show would be better if I did that. Charlotte, how about this? One episode in the next month, I'll read Shakespeare beforehand. I won't tell you which one, and then we'll
Ooh,
see if I'm
okay.
way better
This will be
and more
great.
eloquent. Yeah.
Oh, this I see T hath been with you. Libby, are you okay? Oh, sure. All right, so
I'll
it's
know
T.
which one it is because I just wouldn't know what the fuck you're saying.
Yeah. So it's T.
It's T.
T.
It's T.
It is T.
It's
Well,
T
T.
is
I
T is life.
think-
T is love.
And that's T.
Without question, I think that has to be as someone who can co-sign.
Mm.
England is T.
England.
If
is
T were to be a
Mhm.
nation.
Yeah, it's giving. It's giving T.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Well, Libby, Charlotte, thank you for as you drink your tea to show off
I mean,
you're right.
like I had the tea with me the whole time.
It,
Yeah.
it was right there in front
Where's
of us.
fucking Shakespeare? He's not at Charlotte's
Exactly.
desk.
Where is he?
No, he's dirking that stupid coin of his.
Before we go, Gareth, what?
Yeah.
Let's plug the podcast. And maybe you can give us a really good "What's all this?" Then.
All right, so your podcast is What's All This Then?
Mm-hmm.
And the way I would say is, What's all this then?
Oh, that's very good. Yeah.
That's
not
good.
insulting. Or
No.
like not insulting at all.
We'll be right back.
I'm not mad about this in the slightest. I'm not mad about what you just did at all.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. It's no problem.
Thank you two so much. That was fucking great.
That was so
That was
fun.
awesome. The best. Love them. And I'll tell you what, this clip, it's going on the grid. All right? What do you feel about that? Checkmate. What's all this then? That's what I said when I went on your podcast's Instagram. What's all this then? Anyway, now we have a confession. These are great. We keep trying to source these. Whenever Burns gets a banger, I can tell because he texts me, dude, got one, ready to go. And Kevin and I are like, all right, chill. He's like, I can't wait. But it's no joke. I will say, we do actually have a second segment coming up eventually with the person who's confessing. His name's Tom, and he has a confession to tell to his wife. So if you have a confession, I'm about to say it in the segment, producerburns at GarethReynolds.com. Producerburns at GarethReynolds.com. If you have any ideas, send them to producerburns at GarethReynolds.com. Next, we have a fun confession. All right, and now we are getting into a confession. These are definitely things that we try to find more and more of because, I don't know, there's some nice tension to a confession. If anyone has a confession, they want to tell someone something, go to producerburns at GarethReynolds.com. But let's start with today's confession. We have Tom.
Hey Gareth, how you doing? So,
Good. How are you? You don't need to jump right in.
okay.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Just excited to be here.
Where are you calling from, Tom?
I'm calling from Pennsylvania, actually.
Beautiful, beautiful. And you have a shirt. You have a very busy horror shirt on.
I do. I love horror movies. In fact, I'm actually making a horror movie later in October with some friends and my wife, so I'm excited for that.
Can you tell us any of the plot of the horror movie?
Basically, it's a proof of concept film. So basically, my friend plays this cannibal who's chasing my wife around in the woods. So
Okay.
Just trying to get a proof of concept film done. It's called The Deer Bites Back, is what it's called. So
You know what I would call it?
what's that?
Proof of concept. Okay, so Tom, this is probably maybe higher stakes for you. So if I make any jokes, I apologize if it crosses the line. But can I ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much has this confession been eating at you?
Eating at me?
Like a cannibal.
Okay. Well, it's been eating at me for quite a bit because, my wife, she's been, she's been great and everything, and we've had a great relationship. And
How
I'm
long
sure
have you been together?
We've been together for 9 years altogether, 5 years of marriage.
Married
Yeah.
5. Okay, and this is a confession for your wife. This is something you've never told your wife.
Right. I told her the first part of the story. So the first part,
So she knows part of it.
she knows the setup. But it's the revelation, the ending part that I didn't tell her. Mostly because we were just started dating, and I didn't know how she would react, so I just
Sure.
kind of like
And most lies are based on the fact that we're worried about it, what the other person will say. I think that's rooted in relatability. So this confession, she knows the first part of. What is the part that she knows? Give us the setup.
Okay, so this is the setup. So for basically 8 years now, my wife and I, we do Santa set, which we're the people in the mall that take pictures with Santa. So
what is your role in that? You're physically taking the pictures.
Yes, we physically take the pictures and ring out the people.
Okay, so you're kind of like the elves, but you're non-costumed.
Exactly. I'm an elf who looks like Santa.
Okay, gotcha.
So basically what we did is it was our first year. Everything went off great. We had this great Santa named Bob. Everything went good with Santa Bob. And then he had to go away for something. I don't know exactly what for a day. So they gave us a replacement. And his name was Santa Chuck. Now, this guy looked like Wilford Brimley, the guy from the commercials. I'm Wilford Brimley and I have diabetes.
Yep.
He looks exactly like that guy. So he comes in, not dressed as Santa yet, because they walk into the set.
So he's very close to a Santa already, really.
Yes, very close. Just not in uniform, I would say.
Copy that.
And then with him is his wife, okay? And a lot of times they bring their wives. The wives don't stay on the set. The set's where we take the picture. So I'm going to use the word set a lot.
Tom, just so you know, I live and work in Hollywood. I'm very, but yes, for those who are not familiar with the jargon, a set is sort of the fake place. Go ahead, Tom.
Okay, so basically, he comes on the set and he brings his wife. Now, his wife is literally like an 80-year-old Honey Boo Boo's mom. Okay, literally
Mama
that
June.
lady.
Yep.
Exactly. So they come up, they introduce themselves, and she smells like, I can't say, she smells like a shit sandwich.
Okay.
Like, she is the smelliest person I've ever smelled. And, so basically she comes over and everything like that. We shake hands and stuff like that. So he goes back and gets changed and we come back out to the set and everything like that. He sits down in the Santa chair. And she comes over and we have a line of people, mind you, at this point. And they French kiss in front of a line of kids, okay? So that's a little weird. Never seen that before.
Absolutely. It's inappropriate.
Yeah, very inappropriate.
Yep.
So she leaves. And because, they can't hang around on the set.
Sure.
So everything goes good except for that kiss. Okay? Everything goes great except for that kiss.
So the kids are taking pictures. Santa Chuck is competent at the job. He's sitting there. Kids on the lap. You're taking the pictures. Everything's going great.
Everything's going great. Now lunchtime comes.
Sure.
Now, in the world of the Santa has to be escorted. They're kind of like freaking Elvis, because one time in the 80s, a Santa was overrun by some kids, fell and broke his hip. So Santa has to be escorted. Anytime to the lunch and break room, anytime he's in that suit, he has to be escorted. So I take Santa back for lunch.
Sure.
The
food court?
Yeah, no, he goes back into our break room.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Changing
So he gets a
room,
private
whatever.
meal. So Chuck can take the outfit off, eat.
Yep, he can
Okay.
take the outfit off and eat and everything like that.
Sure.
And Mrs. Claus follows him. So we get into the changing room, whatever you want to call it, the break room. I say I'll be back in 15 after your lunch because we got short lunch breaks. So I go eat, and me and my wife talk about, well, how weird was that kiss thing that was like really inappropriate, you know what I mean? So lunch is over. I go back to the room. Now the break room, it doesn't really have a lock on it. I don't know why. It just doesn't.
Uh-oh.
So I knock and I walk in, and there is Mrs. Claus laying on the table, naked. Mr. Claus,
Chuck.
Santa Chuck, mounting her, and they are having sex.
Yeah.
And I'm standing right there. I don't know what to do. I'm standing right there. Literally, I'm a voyeurist at this point. I don't know what the fuck to do at this point. I'm just looking there, and I'm like, what am I doing here? What is this?
So Chuck is banging his wife or his girlfriend.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking, and then, they're having sex anyways. And it's just the most disgusting sight. If you ever seen an old man having sex, they do something with their voice. I've seen 3 old men have sex, and don't ask me how I've seen 3 old men have
Tom,
sex. But
what do you mean?
well, when I was a kid, I stayed over a friend's house, and I saw his grandparents having sex. And then the same and that was an adventure because I was little. I was like 8 at that time. And then again, a situation with high school when I was with when I stayed over at a friend's house. Same thing, grandparents having sex. It's disgusting.
Do you feel like it's you at all?
You know what? It might be me. I guess I could draw that kind of thing, Maybe I turn on old people, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm like a old person aphrodisiac, like oysters.
Okay, so you walk in. Okay, so all right.
Okay, so old men have this thing when they're having sex. They do, I call it the popcorn thing. Like it's like popcorn stuck in their voice, and they're like, and they're like coughing, and then so he's doing that while he's thrusting, and he is so hairy, Gareth. He is so hairy. His back is hairy. His ass, his legs, and it's like thick white.
What is
like
when you walk in? What do you see directly in front of you? Is it ass?
Ass and back.
Santa ass, and he's plowing Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. Claus.
Okay.
And he is sweaty. He is all oiled up. I mean, it's just
So they've been going at it for a while.
Right. Okay. So I am in shock. So
sure.
I leave. I go back and I tell my wife, I'm like, okay, hey, this is happening here this is what happened, and then stuff like that. So anyways, I go back 10 minutes later. They're all, taken care of, all dressed. I guess they didn't even know I was there.
Santa emptied his bag.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. He emptied his bag. So this is all the part that my wife knows of. Okay.
Yeah.
So she knows of this part. Now, the part she don't know about is when we would come into the set, okay, my wife and I, we would have to go back to the changing room, and we would have to change into our uniforms because we weren't allowed to take them home. So we would put our clothes, or at least she would put her clothes on the table. Well, the confession is they were banging on her clothes. And that's not even the worst part about it. So we're about to leave. We get dressed in our regular clothes, and she walks.
Tom, were you dressed as elves?
No.
You weren't. Okay.
We have a lame uniform. It's just like
yeah. So your mother's civvies were on the table. Where
my wife's clothes were.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Her regular clothes.
Her regular clothes.
Yeah, okay.
So by this time we walk out the door, and I notice on the back of her shirt and on the back of her pants are wet stains. Okay. And right where, it looked literally, her shirt looked like an ass indentation, literally perfect cheeks and everything. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna go, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Because I'm like, I really,
These are fluids.
these are fluids.
You really believe this to be fully fluid?
These are 100%.
And it is as much as you are saying?
100%.
Do you believe it was from Mrs. Claus?
I believe it was from maybe a mixture of both.
You think it could have been seminal too? Okay.
Yep, it was some Holly Jollet fluid.
Okay.
So what happened is so I go, okay, I can't tell her. Well, all night we decide to go out to dinner and go to the movies, and she keeps touching the wet spot and smelling it. And I'm like, oh, fuck. What? Okay. So she keeps touching it and smelling it, and she's going, I think I got some snow on my clothes or something like that. But she goes,
Are you saying that it's not wet still?
It is wet
She
still.
is noticing it's wet and it's smelly.
It is smelly. And she keeps going. She keeps smelling it, like with her hand, because she keeps touching it. She goes, what is this smell? I recognize it from somewhere.
But wait, it's not wet all night.
Well, here's the thing. We only had probably about a half an hour left on after the lunch break because it was a Sunday. So that's why it was only a 15-minute break in the first place. Otherwise, we would have.
But you were saying later on you went out that she wasn't touching that, saying it's wet later.
Right away.
We went
out right away.
Okay, so right after. Okay.
Yep. And then she just kept touching it. Even when it was probably dry, she couldn't place the smell. Ugh. And I'm just sitting there like, oh yeah, must be some snow or something. Because
snow?
even though the funny part is it wasn't even snowing that day. But that is the situation as we have it.
So your wife, how long ago was this? 8 years?
8 years ago, yeah.
Okay. Do you guys still do stuff with mall Santas?
We do, every year.
Every year. And was that the last time you saw Santa Chuck?
Yeah, last time I saw that Santa Chuck. I mean, I have
Chuck who fucks? No.
Yeah. I have a ton of stories, man, from this. This is such a great job to have, I'm telling you.
Well, no, it sounds like there's a lot of upside. All right. Well, what is your wife's name, Tom?
Her name is Abby.
Okay, so why don't we, if we're ready to bring in Abby, I'll sort of do an intro, and maybe I'll kind of set you up until the point where she doesn't know. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Here she is. Are you in the same place?
We're a couple rooms over.
Okay, but we're in the same location. Hi, Abby.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us. You remember Tom? He's a couple rooms over. Your lovely hubby. What do you know about what is happening right now, Abby?
Just that when we were working at the Santa set, that he walked in on Santa and his wife.
Okay, so you even know that. Do you know there's a confession? Do you know that's what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a confession today that Tom wanted to tell you about. I guess he's already told you that it's about that day. And it's exactly lining up with that moment. Tom, do you keep looking for her off? What are you looking for over there?
No. I have a stiff neck and I keep getting a jump in my neck. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. No problem. And so Abby, that day he told you he walked in on Mr. and Mrs. Claus fornicating.
Yeah.
And he told you that he saw the back. Santa was very hairy.
He didn't tell me he was hairy.
Oh, Tom, do you want to tell her about that before we get into the rest of it?
Yes, he was very hairy, like the abominable snowman. He had hair everywhere.
Abby, do you know that is the third time Tom has seen old people have sex in person?
No.
Yeah, there were 2 other times, twice when he was in school. He walked in, and did he tell you about popcorn throat?
No.
So Tom believes that the elderly during coitus sound like they're trying to clear kernels out of their throats. Tom, would you do the sound? So Tom believes that is a requirement of the age, that he hears them sort of trying to get something out of them up top. But anyway, that day he walked in on them. And are you nervous, Abby? You look like you're a little anxious.
I'm always anxious.
You are? Okay. All right. Well, don't worry. It's not too bad. But Tom, why don't you tell Abby how much you love her, and then why don't you tell her the rest of this story?
Okay, I love you dearly, hun. So, the part you don't know is, I don't know if you remember because it was 8 years ago, but when we were leaving, you kept touching a huge wet spot on your clothing, and you kept smelling it.
Do you remember that, Abby?
Yeah.
And, well, basically, and you couldn't place the smell. What ended up happening is Santa and Mrs. Claus were having sex on your clothing, and that was the smell you were smelling. Old people love juices.
Okay. Why? Okay, I don't remember why. Why was my shirt back there?
Because we had to change that day because we weren't allowed to leave the uniforms. It was when we had the when we had the red Santa shirts and the green elf shirts, and we had to switch into those. Yeah, I like those too.
So Tom, is the insinuation that they took down her clothes to do it on?
No.
Why were her clothes just on the table? Because it was just kind of a weird break room?
That's where we put our clothing. That's where you put your purses and stuff like that. Yep.
Abby, what's your first reaction to finding out that they'd done that on your outfit?
Grossed out.
Do you remember smelling the back of your clothing that day?
Yeah.
You do, and you remember it not being a good smell?
Yeah.
Is there something? Do you remember what it smelled like?
No, because it didn't. Okay, it didn't smell like bleach.
No, it didn't.
It had
smelled
a
like
weird
mall
smell to
sushi.
I don't even know. It was like a crusty smell.
Well, Abby, what do you think about? I mean, Tom, how do you feel after telling Abby that? Do you feel like you got something off your chest a little bit?
I feel like I got something off my chest. Yeah, that's
Abby. What is your reaction? I mean, Tom's been sitting on the secret for 8 years that Mrs. Claus soaked your outfit and that you smelled it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he could have told me sooner.
I definitely think that's possible. Tom, did you not tell her because you didn't want her to know? You wanted to shield her from the horror of what you'd seen and what Mrs. Claus had let go?
Basically, yeah. It's kind of like it's one of those things. Like I didn't tell her at first because we were just dating, and like I was like, oh no, I don't know how she'd feel about this. But and then later on, you just
go ahead.
Why'd you let me smell it?
Yeah,
that's you were smelling it before I noticed it. That was the thing. And then I noticed
you didn't notice that you didn't think, oh, her clothes are going to stink.
No.
She just was picking up on an odor, and at that point you thought, well, it's too late to tell her that Mrs. Claus shot a lady load on the back of her pantsuit.
I didn't even see the stain until after she started smelling it.
Right.
And telling me about it.
Wasn't it a little yellow?
There was a brown.
What color was the outfit?
White.
Oh, it was a white outfit. Oh, wow. So, so she had yellowed your, wow, like husky snow. Abby, are you angry at all at Tom?
No.
No, you're fine with it. Is there do you feel like you deserve to do something to Tom in revenge for sitting on this secret for 8 years? I mean, he sat on this longer than Mrs. Claus while coming. It isn't.
No, I got to do the same to one of his shirts.
You're gonna. I don't know if you can actually pull that off. Well, Tom, is there anything you'd like to maybe offer up to Abby as a mea culpa?
I I just want to say I love you and I'm
Mhm.
sorry
Mhm.
and I'll buy you some flowers.
How does that
Aw.
sound, Abby?
Add some chocolate to that.
There you go.
Right.
Now we're talking.
All right, flowers and chocolate. Abby, is it possible to see you leave the room that you're in and go to Tom's room and give him a hug, just so that we know that we've kind of buried the hatchet here a little bit?
Yeah.
All right, why don't you go to Tom's room right now? Hopefully you're not too far away. Yeah, you don't have. Yeah, okay, sure. Bring us out, Blair Witch us to the
Oh,
promised
sorry.
land. Yeah, there
You're
you go.
gonna see my face up close.
That's okay. That's nothing wrong with that. Tom, are you nervous that she's going to come in and beat you with the laptop? I mean, you did lie.
Yeah, a little bit.
You hid the truth. Now I can hear your echo, so that means you guys must be getting to the same room. Kevin Wisely is going to mute one of you. All right, let's have a hug. Let's see each other. Here we go. Well, you have a nice place. I mean, it's taking you ages to get up there. All right, there we go. Let's have a
Aw.
hug. There we go. Oh, that's nice.
What are you gonna do?
Way to go.
You're still there.
Yeah, you're still there. Well, thank you guys. Tom, I think the lesson here is next time, don't hold the information. And Abby, if you could still hear me, I think the lesson for you is just because something's wet doesn't mean it has to be sniffed. Yeah. All right, you two lovebirds. Well, good luck. And maybe the move here is maybe you guys should do it on a pile of Tom's outfits. Take his his horror shirt, and maybe we lay that on something like a tablecloth and do the dirty business. Thank you two. Appreciate it.
So many segments. Thank the Lord above. Thank the Lord above. But let's start again.
That was a Headgum podcast.